guys, my name is Srinidhi. I'm an educator on Unacademy. You guys can follow me on Unacademy by downloading the Unacademy Learning app on your phone, and please do check out the YouTube channel as well. So in this particular lesson, we're going to learn about definite and indefinite pronouns. So this course is all about basic English grammar part 2. So I hope this course and this particular lesson helps you guys a lot. Thank you. Hey guys, we're going to do the second lesson under this course. So the first lesson was about causative verbs, under which we saw different types of causative verbs, difference between allows and lets, and most commonly used causative verb. So in this particular lesson, we're going to learn about definite and indefinite pronouns. So we already know what a pronoun is, and if you guys still have any doubts on it, please do go and watch my previous lesson on pronouns. It is under the course Parts of Speech. Okay, so now let's get started. So a pronoun replaces a noun and avoids repetition. The main purpose of using a pronoun is to stop repeating the same noun in the sentence, and it also helps us to shorten the sentence. Okay, so for example, Anne carried an umbrella. In this, the noun, there are two nouns obviously, but here noun is Anne, the verb is carried, and what did she carry? She carried an umbrella, so umbrella becomes the object, direct object. So Anne is the subject or noun, so noun can be replaced with a pronoun. Since Anne is a female, we replace it with she. So Anne carried an umbrella or she carried an umbrella. For example, if it was Paul, Paul carried an umbrella becomes he carried an umbrella. Okay, so likewise words like me, he, she, it, they, etc. acts as pronouns. Okay, now there are two types of pronouns. One is definite pronoun and the other one is indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns, these are the pronouns which are used to replace a noun. Yes, that's the basic purpose of any pronoun. And these replace the noun which are already mentioned. Okay, it refers to a specific person or a thing. So that means the noun is already defined in the sentence and it refers to a specific person or a thing. When I replace such a noun, the pronoun is called a definite pronoun. For example, I, me, mine, myself, she, her, herself, etc. For example, I will go to school. So here I is already mentioned. If I have to replace I again, this is a definite pronoun. Johnny took my car. Okay, here it refers to a specific person. So if I have to replace Johnny, it will be he took my car. And when I'm writing a paragraph, the first line is Johnny took my car, and in the middle, I don't want to repeat Johnny again. If I use he there, that specific he will become a definite pronoun because the noun is already defined in the sentence. Okay, and then she is out of town. Here I'm referring to one particular person, and the reader and the speaker knows who that person is, right? And that's exactly when I will use a definite pronoun. Okay, now moving ahead. An indefinite pronoun. So unlike definite pronouns, these do not refer to a specific person or a thing. Yes, obviously they do replace a noun, but they do not refer to a specific person or a thing. For example, all. Does all refer to a specific person? No, it refers to everybody in general. Anybody, few, many, nobody, anyone. So these are generic pronouns. So when we use generic pronouns like these, they become indefinite pronouns. So when we use a pronoun in order to replace a noun which is very specific or which is already defined in the sentence or a paragraph, we make use of a definite pronoun. And when we are being very generic and we are using a pronoun to not refer anything in specific, we use an indefinite pronoun. Okay, now for example, aren't you all getting late? So here the pronoun is all. So I'm not referring to one particular person and saying aren't you getting late, then it becomes a definite pronoun. Here aren't you all getting late. Okay, next one, nobody wants to take up the responsibility. Here nobody is a indefinite pronoun because it is not referring to one particular person or a specific person. Okay, nobody wants to take up the responsibility, it's general. Next one, only a few know their great grandparents. Yes, it's the sad truth. So here a few is again an indefinite pronoun because I am talking about a handful of people, but they're not specific. if I name them if I name the handful of people and then use a pronoun, that time it is a definite pronoun. When I say few, some, anybody, nobody, all indefinite pronouns. Okay, now, so we've come to the end of this particular lesson where we have an exercise. You guys can take this in the form of a test. If you want to take it in the form of the test, please pause the video, do the test, and the answers are in the following slide. So all you have to do is choose between I and me. Okay, or I mean choose between the words in the brackets. Now, first one. This is a matter for you and dash to decide. This is a matter for you and me to decide. It's not I to decide. I cannot say this is a matter for you and I to decide. No, it's a matter for you and me to decide. Okay? Again, here it is a definite pronoun, not an indefinite pronoun. Next one. Everyone has completed dash task. Here, everyone is an indefinite pronoun. Everyone has completed their task, because I'm not talking about a single person to use his or her. Indefinite pronoun, this we use their. Everyone has completed their task. I cannot say everyone has completed his task, everyone has completed her task. No, everyone has completed their task. Next one. So this is a possessive adjective, so please pay attention to that as well. Next one. Dash of the players have a substitute. Each of the players have a substitute, or every of the players have a substitute. Anybody can say it. It is each of the players have a substitute. Each and every one of them have a substitute. That's a different case. Here you have to use any one of them, not both. Okay, so we will use each. Next one. Dash have expressed their views. So have, the verb is plural. Their possessive adjective is also plural, so obviously we'll have to use a plural pronoun, that is many. Again, it is an indefinite pronoun, so here also subject verb agreement must be there. So please go back and watch that videos if you haven't and you still have doubts on subject and verb agreement. Now, since have is plural, their views is plural, the subject obviously must be plural, so this one is an indefinite pronoun, that is many. Many have expressed their views. Next one. The disaster destroyed dash something, everything. Here it'll make more sense to say everything. If I say something, it does not make sense. Obviously, it's a disaster. When it's a disaster, everything gets destroyed. So again, everything here is an indefinite pronoun. The disaster destroyed everything. Okay? Please pay attention. I'm going to repeat the answers. This is a matter for you and me to decide. Everyone has completed their task. Each of the players have a substitute. Many have expressed their views. The disaster destroyed everything. Okay, so here's the slide that contains the answers. If you have any doubts at all, please ask me in the comment section. And thank you so much for your time. I'll see you guys in the next lesson where we will learn about homophones and homonyms. Bye bye until then.